This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Bahamas Baseball Federation's 13th annual Andre Rogers Nationals All History Now. Charles Fisher has a recap.
It was a very competitive Nationals with not all the trophies staying in Grand Bahama. President Craig Salty Kemp says it was a competitive one that showed the talent of the Bahamas.
Very competitive. If you watch particularly the medal round games, exceptionally well. You know, the matchups were very, very good. I don't think there was any blowouts in any of the games. They were very, very close. And for the most part, we had one or two that even went into extra innings.
Abaco making a noise in this tournament. They were able to capture a bronze medal in the 13 to 15 division, 7-5 over Eleuthera. Big Nigel Buhu.
Well, thank God for allowing us to do this, you know, giving us the opportunity to carry a bronze medal back to Abaco.
A lot of important people also graced the shores of the Bahamas during the four-day event. Major League Baseball Rebecca Cecil was here and she was proud.
I, with a number of my colleagues, travel around to different countries and we sort of try to figure out what programs best suit a country, figure out what the needs are in a country, what they're sort of excelling at, what the obstacles are. We work in all the international countries, basically all the non-draft countries, so not the US and not Canada.
In Grand Bahama for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Charles. Now, as you would have just heard, a number of representatives from Major League Baseball were at the Nationals over the weekend. That group included a couple of scouts from the Cincinnati Reds who had already signed a couple of Bahamians, including Dario Saunders, Rashad Monroe, and Quinton Roll.
Dario is back right now in the United States, and Rashad and Quinton in the Dominican Academy. Rashad is doing very well. His bat is losing up, so he's doing great. Dario's he's doing great. That's why he got in the United States. So last year he did a good job in the Dominican, and Quinton Roll just got there. So he's got to work his way up.
I mean, it's a long haul from where those guys are in the Dominican Republic right now to get to the major leagues. It's 7 or 8 years of development time. But we tell the guys, you know, it's a great opportunity, it's a great adventure, and if we can work it out where they think it's a good contract, then, you know, it's a chance to play a game and make money at it and just have fun with it and see how far it goes. So hopefully they'll do well.
The B3A's Senior Nationals and World Championship Trials will take place this weekend, and the country's brightest track and field stars will all be on display.
The Senior National will be a very, very exciting and a competitive one. As you know, we have a number of the elite athletes already qualify and make national standards, and that is going to really, really show the public that our athletes are ready. And you know, the standard for the IAAF World Championships is very, very high, and for those athletes who already attain the standards, I feel that the public can expect a very, very, very competitive and outstanding performances from the various athletes.
Team Bahamas coming up just short of repeating as champions at the Caribbean Basketball Championships. Last night in the British Virgin Islands, the Bahamas gave it all they had, but came out on the losing end of a 71-65 scoreline against the U.S. Virgin Islands. Nevertheless, Team Bahamas still accomplished its main goal of qualifying for the Central Basket Tournament next year. Still talking basketball, the International Basketball Academy was back in town over the weekend, hosting its second annual summer camp at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. High school and college coaches from around the U.S. teamed up with IBA founder and instructor Jeff Eakins to help support its branch here in the Bahamas, headed by Doris Johnson coach Danico Bowles.
Looking for Bahamian talent, trying to find the best kids we can internationally, and we see some good kids here.
The young kids have tremendous potential. You know, those kids in the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, there's some of them here that have the ability to play at the highest level of college in the United States.
I've been a head coach for college now for 20 years. I've had 15 different countries in my program. Never had a Bahamian, so you never know where I can find the next one.
There's a lot of talent here. It's raw talent that needs to be developed. They need to learn the game, the way it's played, and understand how to play it in order to get to that next level. Taking that raw talent that they have, many of them have, they have the opportunity to go to the States and play high school, college, improve themselves and come back here and improve their society and surroundings.
I don't know what y'all got in the water down here. It might be the curry goat. I don't know. You know, it might be the group or the conch fritters, but everybody can jump out the gym. Very athletic. These guys can really play.
The Bahamas Flag Football League was back on the gridiron over the weekend at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, and the Bahamas Welding and Fire Pink Foxes finished up a perfect regular season with a 20-7 win over the Johnson Lady Spartans.
Our mission was to finish out this season as 4 for sure, what we say. That's our saying now. We're 4 for sure. We completed with no loss for the season. We brought the pennant back home, and so for that we're celebrating.
And you know, this is a long season. You know, we had basically just a rough patch in the league this year, you know, finding a new home. So, you know, we had a little delays playing back-to-back games last night and tonight. So the game plan was going in here and just basically putting up one score and just running the clock out just to get this perfect season.
Let's not take anything from them. They're a very good team. They're very physical. And, you know, this is the first season I think they've went undefeated in that regard. But, I mean, they've had a couple of close games this season. My team tonight did not execute, but I expect to see them in the championship.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.